While the president is making it harder for people to enter the U.S., his Confederate house elf, Jeff Sessions, is planning to make life easier for certain Americans who are already here.
The New York Times is reporting that the Justice Department is planning to take on affirmative action in college admissions.
The Justice Department is working on a plan to investigate and potentially sue universities for admission policies that are found to discriminate against white applicants.
Finally! You know how many times I go to colleges in America and say, hey, where's all the white people? If American colleges were any whiter, Jon Snow would build a wall to protect us from them. They're all coming. So many of them. They've got magic and hacky sacks. Now, if you're confused about why this is happening, welcome to the club. Jeff Sessions and his Justice Department have decided to get serious about racism against white people, which I didn't think was a priority, but apparently it is. Because according to one poll, 54% or more than half of Trump supporters think white people face more discrimination than black people. Yeah. No. Look, I know a lot of white people have real problems. But to hear them saying, you know, us whites have it worse than black people, it's like, where? In the sun? Like, where? It's almost like when rich people complain about their financial problems. Do you know how high the taxes on my summer home are? Wait, you have a house for one season? Yeah, I need a house to get away from my house. What, you don't have a second house? I don't even have a house. You're so lucky. God damn it. This is just madness. And the news of the Justice Department going after affirmative action in America universities is bound to be a big issue. So, to get more perspective on it, we turn now to Roy Wood Jr. and Jordan Klepper, everybody. Let's get straight into it. Roy, let's start with you. Now, why do you think...
Whoa, why do we have to start with Roy? You see, it's happening right now. This is just another example of the subtle bias we white people face every single day.
Oh, man, here we go.
Oh, no, don't here we go me, Trevor.
Oh, God, Trevor, you wound him up.
Oh, no, don't you wound him up me either. For way too long, white people have lived as second-class citizens. Let me ask you a question. Since Obama, how many white presidents have there been? One. And look at our culture. Just this year, a black movie literally pried the Oscar out of the hands of a white movie. A movie that had the guts to tell the story about how Ryan Gosling invented jazz.
But, no, Jordan, I'm sorry, man. The numbers show that there is still a huge opportunity gap between black people and white people. A black man's median income is $14,000 less than a white man's. In schooling, 34% of white people complete higher education, while that's only true for 20% of black people.
Trevor, numbers aren't the point. 12%, 55 degrees, 4 inches. Great, we all have numbers. But I've lived discrimination. Did you know that I did not get into Western Michigan University? You want to know why? Was it because my grades were bad, or I didn't do the essay portion of the SATs? Or because I didn't technically apply? Or was it because of this?
Your lady wrists?
Don't you dare gender my wrists. It was because of the color of my skin. Trevor, just because I read at a 7th grade level doesn't mean I can't read between the lines. I even see it in the workplace. Roy, how many times have you covered black issues on this show?
All the time. I did black Twitter, black people in porn, black people in Congress.
See, Trevor? You're gonna tell me I'm not an expert on black porn?
What? Well, I don't want to know what you know about black porn, but Roy does these pieces because he's lived the black experience.
Trevor, I've also lived the black experience. You think I don't know hip-hop? I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with the bro.
That's not your word. Man.
Okay, you see? How is that not our word? We came up with that word. Talk about appropriation, huh? You stole it from us.
All right, Jordan, before you make it impossible for me to be your black friend, I'm going to stop you right there. Roy, what do you make of the Justice Department suing universities for discriminating against white people?
I'm like Jordan. I agree with Jeff Sessions.
Yeah, wait, what?
Yeah. if white people are being discriminated against, we got to look into this injustice.
Amen.
People being blocked from getting into colleges just because of the color of their skin cannot be tolerated in America.
Preach.
I hope it turns class action. I hope Sessions slaps them colleges like a stripper booty in VIP.
Wow!
And if anyone has been discriminated against, Jeff Sessions and his Justice Department need to go in and seek compensation for those victims.
Yeah, cut the check.
And it's not just enough. It's not just enough to right the wrongs of today. We got to go back.
I'm sure.
We got to go way back.
Well, maybe not way back.
I'm talking hundreds of years.
Maybe 10 years max.
And I agree with Jordan Klepper, reparations for all victims of discrimination.
Okay, no.
That's what you meant, everybody.
That's okay. That's not what exactly we were talking about, okay? All right, screw you guys. That's why I get my own show.